everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Truth. My name is Laura, and today I want to talk about no shame, living in freedom in Christ. Now, the enemy will always, and for the rest of your life, will try to bring up your past mistakes and fill you with shame. See, what the enemy does is he reminds you of the things that you've done in the past. Whether they have been a few months, a few years, or just even a few days, he will try to bring them up again and remind you of it. And just when you think that, the enemy has given up on a certain area, he's like, wait a second. Remember what you did back then? Remember what you did? Well, let me bring that back up to you. And not only that, the enemy also, uses people, because people will come and say, wait a second, you did that a few years ago and I'm still mad at it. Or, they will say, you did that a few years ago and you're still the same person. They don't see the change that God has done in you. And therefore, you think to yourself, oh my God, I am that person. Oh my God, I did that. I feel so bad. I feel so horrible. But here's the thing. One thing is to feel bad about the mistakes that you've done in the past. One thing, and another different thing is to live in that shame and that condemnation that the enemy wants to bring you. See, once he starts bringing shame, then there'll be that condemnation, and then there's that self-condemnation that begins in our brain saying, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this. How can people love me? How can God love me? But then, one of the things that, happens when you come to Christ is he takes it all. He takes away all of it. I mean, he already died on the cross for you and for me. So therefore, we should not feel that shame or that condemnation, because that is the reason why he died. So there will be no condemnation for those of us who are in Christ. See, the Bible tells us in Isaiah 61 verse 7, instead of your shame, there shall be a double portion. Instead of this dishonor, they shall rejoice in their lot. Therefore, in their land, they shall possess a double portion. They shall have everlasting joy. Everlasting joy. So see, when the enemy wants to bring shame and condemnation, God will give you a double portion of goodness, of his mercy, of his grace. And where there is dishonor, where the enemy wants to dishonor you and say things about you and tell you that you're not worth it, that there's no change to you, that you're still the same person who committed that past mistake, God will bring you, rejoice. You will be able to rejoice. You will have everlasting joy, because God will take all of that. He will take all of that away from you. And he wants to take that away from your life today. He wants to take away all of that shame and condemnation that the enemy has brought to your life, or wants to bring to your life. So today, I encourage you to live with no shame. No shame. Give it all to Christ. Give it all to him. He has already taken that away from you. And go listen to this song, No Shame, by 10th Avenue North. It's such a great song. And, I love the lyrics of it. It says, I live with no shame. You have given me a new. There's no, there's freedom now. So go listen to this song and have a blessed, blessed Tuesday. Bye-bye.